And we're back. We got over-under. Guys, you ready for this one?
Back to it.
All right, question one going to you. And it's going to be, well, I'd say we're getting back to that college football comment. So this is not going to be Cardell Jones. It's Ezekiel Elliott, actually. We're going to test your college football knowledge here. He had 246 yards rushing in the game last night for Ohio State. Set a record not just for the team, but as well in a championship game. Vince Young had that record previously. That was from the 2006 Rose Bowl. Do you remember how many yards he had in that Rose Bowl championship, Vince Young?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say 157.
Over or under?
I say over that.
Over. You're correct for saying so. He had 200 yards to go along with its 3 rushing touchdowns. That's a quarterback, mind you.
Yeah.
That's
Probably one of the greatest performances in one of the greatest college football games ever. All right, so you're up 1-0, Greg.
Good.
Chance to go up 2-0 here. The All-Star game in the NHL is going to be coming up. They had their All-Star nominees, of course, with the setup. Each team is represented. To me, it sounds a little bit foolish, but nevertheless, that's how they want to go. But there was one guy you would always have on this list, especially the recent, or let's say the last, 5 decades or previous decades? I'm talking about Gordie Howe.
Yeah.
This guy's played all over the place. He's actually set a record in the NHL for most All-Star game appearances. How many?
Ooh. Let's say 27.
Over or under?
I'm going to go under.
Under is the correct answer. 23
Ooh.
is the number. Not too far off.
No.
The guy played quite a few games until his 50s, but definitely one of the best players. So it's tied at 1. Question 2 goes for you. It doesn't involve your Pittsburgh Steelers, but I will say this. It involves the NFC Championship teams, San Francisco 49ers. They've hosted the most NFC Championship games than any other team in their conference. How many? Talking about hosting an NFC Championship game.
Back to the Joe Montana days.
Let's go with 9.
You say 9?
Yep.
That is actually the correct answer.
Wow.
9 games on the dot is what they hosted. All right, question 4, Greg, to you. Now, we're going to stick with the 49ers and their rivals, especially during that time with Joe Montana, the Cowboys.
There we go.
Both those teams have met the most times in a championship game. How many?
So 9 in San Francisco they've hosted. Let's say 10.
Over or under?
That they've met?
That they've met. And this doesn't matter who's home, they've met.
Let's go under.
Going under? That is the correct answer. 6 times is actually how many times they've met the Cowboys and 49ers, which is quite impressive. That's the longest streak actually in any conference. Okay, so you won this one. Congratulations. But a chance to kind of rub salt in the wounds.
There we go.
Here you go, Chris. Peyton Manning holds the record for most games throwing over 300-plus yards. NFL record. This is his career.
Every day.
Most games thrown over 300-plus yards. How many?
50.
Over or under?
I say under.
You say under? It's actually 86.
Wow.
86 games where he's thrown 300 yards or more.
That is unreal.
Yeah.
So congratulations, you won. You have a chance to sound off in just a few moments. We're going to take a commercial break and return with more Gloves Are Off.